Well, yeah, I think so proud of Mitchell tonight because the first inning he hits a guy, walks a guy, and both those guys score. Just like it happens with big innings, the walk and hit batsman always seem to score, but he just put it in the rearview mirror, and he really pitched well after that. He had to pitch out of a couple of jams, but really challenged the strike zone. A little more fly ball today than it was a week ago, but certainly. Did a great job for us, and we situationally hit well enough to push some runs across. The walk really helped us tonight offensively, the HBP, and when you're talking about the HBP, certainly, Heck is somebody that just comes to mind. He seems to do whatever the game demands at that moment, whether it's defensively or offensively. Really proud of what he's doing. He gets the big HBP to move runners to get to first base. And then he hits that double down the left field line when we really needed it. So I think our team's really working well together. Even guys aren't getting hits or putting good swings on the ball or having good at bats for the most part. Had great situational tonight. Armstrong hits a fly ball to score the run situationally, and Betsy comes up and hits that big double late to help us push another run across. So. Really proud of our kids. They're playing a good club. They're playing a club that had won 15 series in a row in the SEC, which is incredible in and of itself. 15 consecutive SEC series going back to 2012. I know you guys know all that, but it's not a secret. We did not play well at Vanderbilt a year ago, and I think our guys really wanted. This is a date they marked on their calendar and said we want to play well against Vanderbilt. We have just not shown them really who we are. And not played well against this club, so I think that's important to them as well.
You expected them to come out swinging, and they did in that first inning with the first two runs. Does it kind of speak to the maturity of your club now to take that first punch and then come back and get those runs back and get back in the lead?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they came out swinging. I think they came out, really doing a good job with the strike zone and holding their ground, getting the HBP in the walk. I wish they'd have been swinging early because that might have helped us, but. You're right. We got punched in the face a little early, and I think the maturity of our older guys, especially Ross, he's a fourth-year junior, and he just put it in the rearview mirror and said, I'm going to do what I do best now. And this wasn't his sharpest performance, but certainly it was pretty darn good, and he thought he did a great job.
When you take the temperature of the dugout, John, is it the same mentality when Preston and Ross take the hill than when you had a Chris Stratton and a Kendall Graveman type? Is that the same kind of mentality? I think
there's some of that, sure. Especially your infielders. Your infielders, I've said this a million times, you guys are probably tired of it, but they're engaged. When you know a guy's going to get you great opportunities to make plays, and by the way, what an unbelievable play by Matthew Britton down the third base line. Great play right there. That's when you're going to make great plays, is when those guys know that you're going to give them lots of opportunities, and that's what Ross Mitchell has done, and certainly what Brownie did yesterday.
What's different about this team, say now, compared to a couple weeks ago when you went to Arizona?
Well, I think the first thing is it's hard to get continuity, and kids are wondering what are the roles. You started six outfielders. You started a ton of different guys on the mound. Jonathan Holder's fingers bothering him. What's going on. But we just kept staying the course. I wanted to find out as much about our club. We started 3 different shortstops. We started 6 different outfielders. We started 3 different catchers. I don't know if there's a Division I team in America that has used those combinations, and we did it with purpose because every one of those kids deserved opportunities to show what they could do early, and now I think there's some continuity, and I think that's helped our club grow a little bit.